Hi, people. Hey, well, since I'm here first, do you want to hear a poem? It goes like this. It's about umbrellas. Little toadstool umbrellas. They never stay long, not they, but they kindly plant some others before they go away. And new umbrellas grow up, all fine and flourishing. I wish that real umbrellas would do that kind of thing. Yeah, that's Alice Air Noise with her poem, Umbrellas. Did you like that? Okay, well, everybody, welcome to our live stream. Here we go. Go, you put on the line. Well, we already started the live stream. Thanks, Jimmy, for starting out for me. Hey there, boys and girls. How's it going? It's me, Mr. Tom. And we're just doing a lot of hard work around here. Let me tell you, maybe you guys always do hard work at your place too. But we have a convention coming up, and we've got a lot of work to do. We wanted to make sure that we had a way for you guys to meet the puppets. So we built this whole little puppet booth here, and it's like a little puppet stage. Maybe I'll give you a quick look at that. And I wanted to sell some t-shirts, but I had to display those too. There's always excitement going on around in this town. It's okay, there's no fire here. There's no fire. Anyway, so we've been doing some hard construction work here. Do you want me to show you here? I'm going to pull the camera off here. Here, buddy, hope everybody's doing well. I just thought I'd give you kind of a quick glance. So if you do come and see us it's at the end of the month. It's May 23rd, May 25th. We're going to have the Florida Homeschool Convention. We'll be there. We'll be out there on the exhibition floor. You just got to find us booth number 1037. So there's a lot of us. Anyway, look for our stuff. Everything will kind of be like in a blue and yellow kind of color for us. T-shirts here. You'll be able to have some, stickers or a button for free. Choose one, choose wisely. Anyway, and you'll get to meet the characters here, right here in this little puppet stand. It'll be Jimmy or Grandpa or Freddie or Dennis. Anyway, would you like to take a look at actually how we built this thing? I'll show you right here on our live stream. I'll give you, a special look here. Well, not very exciting, but it's all just wood. Would you believe it? We have a, let's see. Yeah, it's basically, I think it's just a couple of 2x4s that we cut. At first, we had one where we used only PVC pipes, and it was so wobbly. It was not stable at all. I thought maybe we could make that work. I'm not even going to show you that one. I think we ended up just destroying that one. But anyway, look, so we've got all these pieces in here that kind of hold it together, and it's actually going to be a, what we'll do is we're going to dismantle it, and then we will, of course, transport it and bring it over to the festival. Anyway, so that's a little bit. I'm sorry, did I give you a good enough look at that? I mean, if you look down in there, oh, right now we got a chair. There's a chair in there. Pretty exciting, isn't it? There are better ways to be spending your time today, maybe than watching this live stream, but maybe not. Would you like to hear a joke? Grandpa's not here right now, but I'll tell you one. Let's see. Wait. I have a little book here of jokes. Let's see. Tell me which ones you like. George Washington is the only U.S. president who never blamed his previous administration. Is that a joke or a fact? Because, right, he was the first president. Some of these I don't really know about. Oh, let's see. I saw a good one in here. My teacher says that life without geometry is pointless. Oh, man. I don't know. You think that's a good one? Oh, man. Anyway, how about... Oh, how do you get rid of a boomerang? How do you get rid of a boomerang? You throw it down a one-way street. Right? Because then it can't come back? Grandpa likes those jokes. Me, not so much. Anyway, but, well, it depends. Anyway, I just wanted to take mostly this live stream just to remind you guys that you can find us live and in person at the Florida Homeschool Convention. It's the FPE, it's the Florida Parent Educators Association. Anyway, that is May 23rd through May 25th. We're really trying to promote this and, get a lot of people out. If you want to sign up, it's parents, if you're watching this, it's fpea.com, and then you sign up. Anyway, if you're here in Florida, the Southeast, and you were already planning on attending the conference, just make sure that you look for us, because we'll be there. We'd love to meet you guys. I've attended conferences before, or conventions before, but I've never actually had a booth at one before. So I think, for me personally, I think we're just going to be hanging out for a while, and I mean, getting to know some of the other people nearby us, and probably gaining a whole new audience, because I think a lot of people may not know who we are, since we're rather new to the homeschool scene. But we'll make some new friends, is what I'm thinking. And some people will get to meet our puppets and get to meet what we are all about. Now, something else I wanted to discuss on this live stream was, of course, that you can sell t-shirts. You can buy t-shirts. I didn't really script this out, folks. I'm just making this up as I go. You could buy t-shirts. They are child size, small, medium, and large. They look just like this, the one that we usually wear. We have small, medium, large, and extra small. I don't think I might have 2 or 3 extra larges. I'm not sure, we'll see. Anyway, if you are, now this is a large. Now, if you're kind of a smaller adult, you might be able to sneak by with this. They make sizes so big these days. But anyway, most of our shirts are meant for children, about elementary school age, between the ages of about 5 and 9 years old. So that's primarily our audience. Now, speaking of that, I wanted to return to a letter that we'd gotten a few weeks ago. They actually made some book recommendations that I forgot to tell you about. Okay. We still get letters. You can always write to us at P.O. Box 520971 here in Longwood, Florida, 32750. I will write that down in the description. As always, you can always write to us. And yes, we will write you back. So if you'd like to get a letter from us here on the show, and it has, we'll probably throw some stickers in there for you. So if you'd like to hear from us, just be sure to write us a letter first, because we want to encourage you kids to be writing letters, to use your skills. Anyway, I think it was the Cersei family, they wanted to let you know about 2 books that you should check out. I forgot to read this part in our last live stream, that The Cabin Faced West and Minn of the Mississippi were 2 books that they really recommend that you check out. And I think those are novels, but you can find those, maybe you can find them at your library, or you just, try to find them on a used bookstore or somewhere else like that. I'm sure that you can find. I'll also write that down. It's The Cabin Faced West and Minn of the Mississippi. So some of our readers and our listeners, they like those books. So perhaps you will too. One other book I wanted to recommend today is The Tale of 3 Trees. This book came from our library, so maybe it could come from yours too. Now, it's a traditional folk tale, but it's kind of retold by these people here, so maybe you're familiar with the story, but not this retelling. Now, the story of the 3 trees is the story about 3 trees, and they're growing up in the woods, and they all want to be doing different things. And as it turns out, even though their lives didn't go out the way they planned, each of their wood was used for a different part in the life story of Jesus. So it becomes a very meaningful story, especially for children, if you kind of want a different take. I bet you never really thought about the tree that was used for the cross that Jesus was crucified on. Maybe you never thought about that before. But anyway, someone made an interesting little story about that, and it's the tale of 3 trees. So you be sure to check out this book at your local library if they have it. And I was not going to do too much on our live stream today. I just wanted to give you a quick greeting and to say, hey, glad to see you guys. We are still, again, we're working on this, and we've got a couple other things. Oh, we also want you to check out our latest videos that we're doing. Of course, we're doing folk songs for the summer. Now, this is different than memory works. You don't have to keep watching it, rewatching it, whatever. But we are making some folk songs for the summer. And I have a video coming out soon where we're just going to talk about, what's the importance of folk music anyway? Isn't it just like, bluegrass or... Not necessarily. Folk music tells the story of people in history and where they're at. So a lot of these songs that we hear, sometimes they have different funny concepts, or they have funny words in it, and it makes you wonder, well, what does that mean? Or what does, when they sing that sea shanty, why are they measuring leagues, or why are they, or taking soundings, or what are these things? Anyway, all of these words and all of the language in these folk songs can teach us about history and teach us about the past. Anyway, so we're going to have a little video where we're kind of teaching you about, folk music is the story of people and the people in the past. And so they're great to listen to, great to be familiar with. That's why we're doing them. Now, we're not just doing American folk music. That will be primarily, since we are Americans, we'll be doing primarily American folk music. But again, we started out with an Irish one. And then just last week, we posted a video called Ode Shenandoah. And if you haven't checked that one out, that one's pretty good. It starts out with a nice little, Jackson's got a nice little drumming in there. He's a great drummer, and recorded the part. That was him. That's really him. That's not some other adult that filled in for him. That's him playing drums on that song. and which that's what we do around here, right? We want to involve you children in what we do. Anyway, and then we have another song coming up next next week. I'm not sure what date. We're still working on the filming of that one, so you'll see the next video come out. We'll just kind of do them periodically through the summer, but before you know it, we'll be back to cycle. What are we on now? We're cycle 1, right? We just finished cycle 3. Yeah, now we're on cycle 1. Wow, starting in the fall. I know from the comments of some of you guys, many of you are glad to be done, but I'm sure some of you tutors are actually in the middle of preparing and getting ready for your next season. Wow, that's really some preparation. You guys are doing great. Anyway, we'll be here, of course, for those. I've got to remake some of those videos, too. Some of them are getting a little old and kind of funky. But anyway, let's sing a song while we're here, I guess, you know, and I do singing, and you come here for singing, so I guess we should sing. I knew we weren't going to really do any memory work because it's already over, but it's always good to know about the liquid equivalents, right? Like 8 fluid ounces equals 1 cup, and 2 cups equals 1 pint, and 2 pints equals 1 quart, and 4 quarts equals 1 gallon. Let's sing that again. 8 fluid ounces equals 1 cup, 2 cups equals 1 pint, and 2 pints equals 1 quart, and 4 quarts equals 1 gallon. Want to do that one more time? No. Yes, well, of course we are. 8 fluid ounces equals 1 cup, and 2 cups equals 1 pint, and 2 pints equals 1 quart, and 4 quarts equals 1 gallon. Well, there we go. I know. Now, you think, you know, some of the stuff that you learn, well, the cycle's over, don't need to know that. Well, of course, education is here to broaden and enrich your whole life. So it's, especially knowing the liquid equivalents, I feel like sometimes the songs teaspoons and table, I'm using that song in the kitchen to myself. Or whatever song you use for all these kind of measurement stuff, I'm using these not on a daily basis, but for sure on a weekly basis. Some of these I'm trying to remember, some of the equivalents. Anyway, but you guys, I hope you're having a great summer. I hope, well, technically it's not summer yet. I know it's still May, but I know for all of us here that are on the homeschool classical conversation side, most of us, our summertime has began. I know for my children and many of the children in our community, summertime has totally began, especially here in Florida. It feels like summer has begun, but maybe where you live, maybe it hasn't even stopped snowing yet. Oh, man, that'd be crazy. I could not even imagine that right now. It's gonna be pretty hot here in Florida. It's coming around now. Anyway, anyway, I just want to encourage you guys to that's right, be reading good books. Yes, not just cheap little books, you know, that but actual good ones. Right, from fairy tales. That's a good place to start. If you don't know where to go, look at fairy tales. You could also follow Andrew Pudewa, or I know even Classical Conversations has some reading guides that they can have you look at. But yeah, make sure it's not just, go to the library and find any kind of book. I mean, you could do that, of course, to kind of stay interested, but to really build yourself up and to really kind of increase your vocabulary. Don't be scared of those big words, kids. Sometimes you feel like, oh, I can't really read that book. I'm telling you what, there's a C.S. Lewis book that I've kind of returned to, Reflections on the Psalms, right now that I'm reading. I have to read it out loud to myself in order to grasp what C.S. Lewis is trying to tell me. But you are all the better for reading difficult books. You don't always have to do that, but make sure that you are always introducing new words to your vocabulary, really kind of taking hold of language itself. This is the essence of classical learning. Some people say, well, how come there's no testing? How come you don't, there's no, well, because through rhetoric, through logic, through thinking, through speaking and writing, you can demonstrate mastery over these subjects, particularly language itself. So anyway, we want to encourage you kids, read good books. Sorry, that was a bit of a spiel. I try not to keep this like a podcast thing. I like to keep this more entertaining and, puppets and kind of revolve through several things. But anyway, you guys, if there's any, if you want to write to us, I'll include that link down in the description. Please write to us. We love to hear about you guys. You can ask questions. You can, tell people about the books that you like to read. And make sure you spend time outdoors, even if it does get a little hot. Maybe go, you know, if you're here in Florida, do it maybe in the morning, in the evening or something, you know, when the mosquitoes are out. It's just no winning around here. Anyway, you guys take care. I look forward to seeing many of you at the end of May, at the end of this month, at the 2024 Homeschool convention in Kissimmee. So keep watching. We'll put updates and reminders out there. Alrighty. So I look forward to seeing you either in person or again here on this live stream. We'll be doing some other tunes and stuff. Oh, I got some chickens coming up on me. Hi, ladies. I'd pick one up and show you, but I don't know. Wait, let's see if I... Come here. Come here. Wait, here. Hey. We often don't let our hens run free anymore because, like I think I might have told you about, we have a bobcat that's been running around the backyard, but it's the middle of the day, so bobcats usually hunt at dusk. There's our... I don't know if you can see them down there. There's our hens. Anyway, from all of us here in Florida, from fowl to people, we wish you all a good day. And yeah, we'll be seeing you really soon, okay?